Hey, how's everybody doing? This is Kelly again, once again. How's everybody feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. I wasn't this morning. I had a meeting this morning at work with the new university librarian, and I was sitting there this morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, telling myself all these excuses why I should not go to the job, and which is my dream job. The most important one was, well, they only gave me a part-time job. No, I only applied at that for the part-time position because I didn't know a full-time position was even offered, which it was, but somebody else got it. So it was funny. So having this inner debate, all these reasons on why not to to go to work, in which I was paid to sit there, eat bagels and drink coffee. And the topic was the library's new philosophy since we have a new leader. She is she's a very interesting woman, a Southern Belle, but it just adds to the luxury problems that most of us have in life. So we're going through it. There's like four or five different departments. I work in the circulation department, and there's always a point when you're at a meeting when people don't want to participate for whatever reason. Maybe they don't feel as though they don't have nothing to add, they don't have nothing to say. Maybe they're not the vocal, other like the email type of person. So knowing me, here I go. I raise my hand, and I chime in and I say, "Well," because it was about conflict. One of the tenets that we have was about how to resolve conflicts with one another, and try to see the other person's perspective. And as soon as the word perspective came up, my hand just went up and said, "Look, I basically said this. If you get into any type of disagreement or misunderstanding with anybody, and if you can't see the issue from the other person's perspective, that just means that you're still rigid. You start feeling entitled about your position without seeing the other person's position." I also said that sometimes when an issue pops up, no matter what it is, it's two that both parties are saying the exact same thing, but it's the lens on which each person sees and the language which is used, which kind of gets what creates a misunderstanding because most people will not take a second to pull back and actually pay attention to what and actually listen to what the person is saying, because let's be honest, most people listen with the intent to reply, and not they're not active listening. As Life Jennings says, it's anybody can be a slick talker. Well, how about trying to be a slick listener? I've I was I was the one who was just always talk, 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 talk without no meaning, without anything. And if it wasn't anyway, everything had to be in my way. It had to be from my point of view, because I was always right without being armed with some facts. But today I'm armed with some facts about what it takes to deal with life. And, sometimes listening to somebody and what they're expressing, you learn a whole lot about them and about yourself. That's one of the things that I think I'm truly blessed with, is that it's never what happens is the major issues, but how are we going to respond to it? Can you de-escalate the situation? Can you reach across? Can you reach across that boundary and say, look, and see things and within from a different, complete prism? I try to do that as much as I can. I'm not always successful at it, but just as anything else, the more you do it, the better at it you become. And it's one of those lofty kind of places. When you get there, you're kind of like, damn, dude, I'm kind of impressed with shit. What is this? Was this me 5 years ago? Was this me 10 years ago? Hell no. But going forward, the past is the past, today is today, and the future is the future. And it's always going to be contingent about what you do today, about how your future is going to become. To me, that makes me. I feel as though I become a success because I can look at those reference points of where I used to be at to where I'm at today, and I just find a lot of novelty in that, and it's it's truly a blessing to be in new places, which may be uncomfortable at times. But the thing about life is it's I think it's always best to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, and then whatever throws at you, you can just tackle it head first because you know what, you're not gonna die, you're not gonna be in prison, you're not gonna be homeless, you're not gonna lose your car, you're not gonna lose none be the capacity to lose your bills. So to push the fear aside, and as many people have said, feel the fear and do it anyway. What do you have to lose? But I think you have more to gain than more to lose. So that's what I try to take those concepts and force myself into these arenas that I know are going to add some quality and value to my life. Because at the end of the day, for me, life is all about quality and value. And if I'm not getting that, I have to ask myself why. If I'm getting in arguments with people, I have to ask myself why. If no matter happens, the big question is always why. What part of that did I play? Did I play a significant part? Did I play a minor part? And sometimes it's not even my issue, it's the other person's issue. But I won't know it until I actually look at it. And I also try to respond in kind, and not with malice. Although there are the rare instances where I give people a dose of their own medicine. Do I feel good about it? No, but I think that we live in a society where so many people are passive aggressive, and they don't even see their character defects. Although I just do see mine just don't define me today. And like I said, I'm a work in progress. I'm not perfect. I don't try to be perfect, but I just have a novel position on how to embrace, adapt, and change what through the complexities that life throws at me. I just wanted to chime in with that today. I got to get ready to work. Hopefully, it's searching. It's almost 5 o'clock here, 5 p.m. here in Los Angeles, and hopefully, it's surging. I hope everybody has a good night.